Greetings, this is Sean Episcopo from NoHusbandLeftBehind.com. I want to welcome you back to the Better Time Challenge. Hopefully, you've already had the chance to peruse some of the upcoming trainings. However, we're just getting started right now, but I wanted to give you a chance to get some answers to some of the basic questions that continually come up about the program. So, there's a picture on the screen of my wife and me. This was a time that we had set aside, some years back where we went back to the Smoky Mountains down in the southeastern part of the United States. We revisited an area that we love to see periodically whenever we can, set aside the time to do so. Now, notice I'm using the word time. Time is one of those valuable resources our wonderful God in heaven has entrusted us with, and we have the options, hopefully, to be able to make decisions for or against certain options that may arise. This was one that we decided proactively that we both wanted to pursue. Now, when we think about time, I want you to consider the reality, my friend, that it is far too valuable to waste. So, you and I only have a certain amount of time, and this is selected by God, our Creator. He's entrusted us with just enough time to finish the things which He feels are of utmost importance to us. Maybe we'll call them purpose. Maybe we'll consider it life with meaning. Maybe we'll just consider it an opportunity to say thank you by doing things which please Him while we're here on earth in the land of the living. Now, beyond it being too valuable to waste, we also want to consider digging a little bit deeper, right? There are times where we have more than one option for what we can do in any given moment. So, the reality is that we need to be able to learn to say yes for the things which we really want to do, right? And then also to be able to, at times, periodically at least, to be able to say no to other things. The truth is, there's certain things that your heart is wanting you to do. There's other things that your mind is telling you that you really have to do, or at least should do, right? There's people around you that are influencing you in some way. Certain people that may live under the same roof, maybe that live in your community, maybe that attend the same local church that you do, maybe you share the same workplace, maybe friends on social media, and so on, right? There's so many different people that could be influencing the decisions on how you invest your time. And the truth is, I want you to always remain in the driver's seat, my friend. Keep an open mind, but I especially want you to keep an open heart to what it is your Heavenly Father thinks is best for you. And truthfully, I believe He's put things deep down inside of your heart that are really going to be in your best interest. So maybe you say yes, maybe you say no. But remember, you don't always have to tell somebody no, maybe later. Maybe it's not something because you're working on priorities right now. Maybe you can the weekend, or maybe in a couple of weeks once you get caught up on some time with loved ones and, other things, right? So we want to consider spending more time with those that you really care about, the people that you love and care about, doing the things which you enjoy the most, going to places you enjoy visiting, and so on, right? And of course, the opposite is true. We want to spend less with the people and the places and the things which we don't enjoy as much as those which are on our priority list. Now, let's go ahead and get started in some of the basic questions that come up periodically. They seem to come up regularly, actually, anytime we do a program. So, the Better Time Challenge, who is this for? Well, I want you to feel that you, my friend, are welcome. We're saying that all are welcome. Anybody who is living within this world that is locked in time. So, if you're working in any realm of time, if you're living in time, then you're welcome. Now, this program is sponsored by NoHusbandLeftBehind.com, which is a Christian community of married men and women. However, there are people that are attracted to the work that my wife and I are doing that are not necessarily married now. Maybe they were in the past, maybe they've never been. I want you to take a hold of this challenge, whether you're married or not, and let's focus on the time that you have spending doing the things which you really so desire to do. Now, what exactly is the Better Time Challenge? Well, of course, we have named it challenge for a reason. This is a challenge meaning that we want you to take the next, few sessions as we go through, and I want you to challenge yourself, my friend, on how you're utilizing your time. Now, don't be too hard on yourself. If you've made mistakes and, you've fallen down, you've gotten back up, you bumped your knee, and, this life is full of challenges, which we need to convert those challenges into opportunities. Let's learn from these things, right? That we go through. And truthfully, the goal in all that we do in this challenge over these sessions is for you to be able to take control of your time. And if you have a friend who's, a study buddy or an accountability partner that wants to go through this challenge, maybe just a best friend, you want them to experience this with you, by all means, share this program with them. And together, you can take control of each of your time. Because the truth is, what your parents told you you need to do, what your grandparents may have impressed upon you, what, friends that have come and gone have told you that you need to do or you should do, whatever has happened, my friend, I want you to be the one that takes control of your time for the glory of God and for the betterment of your life, as well as those whom you care, and even more so, those who care so much about you. Now, when? When is the challenge? Well, right now we're getting started. So this is at the very beginning of the challenge. And I want you to understand that it's going to, continue over the next 5 weeks. So each week we're going to do a session. We've got the trainings already pre-recorded and available for you on YouTube. So you can go through the sessions at whatever point in the week that you want to do so. And of course, to do the exercises and to gain some momentum for your time. Now, every Saturday, we're planning on doing a Q&A session like this one. So for the next 5 weeks, try to set aside some time if you want to join us live on YouTube and or if you want to catch the replay, however the technology will allow us to do so. Now, where is the challenge? Well, this is 100% online, so you don't have to do any traveling whatsoever. Geographically, you can do this from home. You can do this on your lunch break at work. You can do this, if you're traveling, if you're visiting, in-laws out of the region, wherever you're at, my friend. It's an interesting phenomenon that we can connect from different parts of the world and still be able to come together in a space like this. So I want you to connect as much as you can, draw from this challenge, my friend, because we put time and energy into this. And my wife and I have really enjoyed making the best of each and every day, at least to the best of our ability, and learning to do better and better as we go along. And we want to share that with you. Now, why? Why would you even want to do the Better Time Challenge? Well, deep down inside, my goal for you at the end of this challenge, and even more so throughout the challenge from week to week, we want you to do more of what you do enjoy and less of what you do not. So it's a very simple goal in mind. So as you go through the challenge each week, each session, keep that in mind. More of what you do enjoy, less of what you do not. Now, how much? How much time do you need to put into the challenge? I'm going to say about 30 minutes each week. That gives you time to watch the training video. It gives you a chance to go through the Q&A session like we're doing now and each week. You'll also have a chance to go through the workbook and to do the exercises. And this will give you a lot of momentum for the upcoming week. So as you go through each week, I think you're going to learn some very interesting things. Or even if you feel that you already have heard these, maybe you've heard me talk about them before, or even someone else that's impressed certain ideas upon you, realize that this is going to help you week by week, day by day, as you have two or more options in front of you. Now, how much money? Absolutely no cost whatsoever. So this is 100% free. This challenge is something that I really like to do, with all of my friends. And it never hurts to go back and revisit this each year. So this is going to be something we plan to leave up. And we want to revisit this, my friend, not just now, but in the future, maybe halfway through the year, later on toward the end of the year, as you want to make sure that you're still utilizing your time as wisely as possible. Now, enrollment in the challenge to make sure that you're getting access to everything, the website we have set up is BTC, which stands for Better Time Challenge, dot nohusbandleftbehind.com. This website will give you access to the video trainings, the workbook, and any other resources and updates that will come out throughout the challenge. So remember that website is btc dot nohusbandleftbehind.com. This will make sure that you're on the communications list to receive each and every one of the resources throughout the challenge. Now, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, or if anything comes up now or at any point in the future, remember this challenge is going to go on for the next 5 weeks or so beyond this video. So I want you to let me know what it is that you need help with. And remember, each Saturday for the next 5 weeks, we're planning on doing a Q&A session about what the training was for that individual week. And of course, if you have other questions that come up that's time related, we want to get into those and make sure that you're getting the momentum to move forward. Now, if you'll take a moment to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, share with a friend. And lastly, I'm going to ask you to visit our website, nohusbandleftbehind.com. This is where you're going to find additional resources and or be able to connect within our community. I want to thank you so much for your time today, my friend. I wish you the absolute very best over the weeks to come with the challenge and with all that you set yourself to do. God bless.